Rachel, you have said in the past you don't like talking about what you went through with your suicide attempt. What did you learn about dealing with your problem this way?
Uh, I don't know. I don't even know who I can talk to. This whole experience of having been in the hospital it's so much. Um, there are just there's so many people and so many noises and so much has happened in these past few days. I don't know what to think.
It's normal to feel overwhelmed. You're right. A lot has happened in the past few days, but right now you are safe. You don't need to talk to anyone if you don't want to. But if you do want to talk to someone, I'm right here in front of you. And if you do want to talk through these things that have happened,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I sense some hesitation. You can talk to me.
But how do I know that? Not a lot of people in my life are safe to talk to.
I gather from your body language that you look a little bit scared to talk to me or people in your life. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, most people can talk to their parents, right? Like, they're supposed to be the people that you can talk to the most, your safe place. Well, my parents have never been like that. Like, they just don't care much about me unless they want to criticize me or tell me to do something that I just don't want to do. When I try to reach out to them, they just dismiss me. I tried to ask them for help and tried to include them in my experience with depression, but they just said that I was seeking attention.
That must have been difficult for you.
Yeah, it was difficult, and it wasn't true. I mean, y'all saw my file. I have a lot of mental health disorders, serious ones too. I have panic disorder in addition to depression, and I told my parents about that. My my psychiatrist also said I might have BPD. My parents know all of this because they are the ones that have been taking me to my appointments. So I don't know why they thought I was just seeking attention when I reached out to them for help.
I'm sensing frustration and hurt in how you reacted to your parents' reaction when you tried to reach out to them. Is that correct?
So much frustration.
So, what do you do when you become frustrated?
I get mad. I shut down. I don't want to talk to anyone, but I don't want to sit still either, you know? I kind of want to forget what happened and just obliterate what made me feel that way.
Is that why you took all that Ativan to erase your frustration about that situation?
Yeah, I think so. I also got into a massive fight with Mike the night before. I don't even know what it was about. I was drunk at the time.
Can you tell me more about your relationship with Mike?
He's my boyfriend. He's a little older than me, but not by much. My parents don't like him.
Is it because of the age difference?
I think it's part of it. They think he's a bad influence.
Why do you think your parents think that about Mike?
They say it's because he taught me how to do drugs, which isn't quite accurate. I was dabbling with smoking before I started dating Mike, but he did get me more interested in alcohol and more taboo drugs. Mike made me feel safe to explore those things.
You had said before that doing drugs and those substances, you do that to obliterate your frustration about your situation um, and take away those feelings that make you feel bad. Was Mike making you feel bad or frustrated or anxious in any way?
Well, now that I think about it, maybe he was. I don't know if it was specifically him though. I just felt like that around. I just felt like that around him when I got to know him.
When you say felt like that, what do you mean? Like, were you feeling frustrated, scared, anxious, something else?
I think I was feeling anxious and scared. I don't know why though. I enjoy being around Mike. We have a lot of fun.
So, when are some other times you have felt like that? Like scared or anxious?
Um, I felt like that a little bit when I graduated high school a couple of months ago. My parents keep stressing me out about college and telling me that I'm an adult now, so I better shape up. Come to think about it, my parents stressed me out a lot. Like, for example, when they left me alone to deal with my depression, But it's also like with Mike, where just being around them sometimes sets off that bad feeling. I can't pinpoint why they make me feel like that.
Hey, let's try something. How about you just say whatever comes to your mind when you think about your parents?
Um, Absent, nonchalant, elsewhere, anger, conditional.
Those are some pretty strong words. Can you tell me more about the word conditional, though? Like, why do you think it came to your mind when you were thinking about your parents?
I think I'm realizing that their love for me, it, it was conditional. Like they didn't really appreciate me unless I was modeling what they wanted. One example being my depression. When I tried to reach out to them, that's part of the way I act like I do. That's part of the reason I act the way I do. At least when I'm acting up, they're paying attention to me.
I notice that you use the word specifically paying attention. Can you tell me why you just use those specific words?
I just don't feel like my parents like to pay attention to me, but when I act up, they're forced to.
Are there any other relationships where you feel that same thing?
I feel like my relationship with Mike is. I don't know why. It's not like he has ever given me anything to make me feel that way. It's just something I assume out of every relationship that it's going to be a conditional one. It's pretty accurate based on my past experience.
Yeah, it sounds like you're projecting your experience with your mother and father onto Mike. That is, you're taking what you learned with that relationship and applying it to your current romantic one, regardless of your actual experience. Do you think what I just said is accurate?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. Your parents had told me that they would be willing to participate in a family therapy session. Are you ready for that yet?
I don't know. That seems really intense.
That's fine. We don't want to push you into anything you're uncomfortable with before you're ready. How about we try something though? How about we pretend that your parents are sitting right here in the room with us, and you can rehearse what you want to say to them.
I don't know. Talking to them in the past hasn't changed anything. Why should I try again?
I understand it's hard to talk to people you don't think will be receptive, but at least in this environment, like you can practice that interaction and have control over it. You will have to talk to your parents eventually.
Okay, I'll, I'll try it.
Okay, so here are your parents sitting over here. Just tell them what you told me. Tell them what you want to tell them.
Mom, Dad, I appreciate everything that you have done for me, and I recognize that you love me. But I don't think you have loved me in the right ways. I act up all the time because I need attention that you just aren't providing me.
Okay, how does it feel to tell your parent that?